All right, this is attempt number 2. Welcome everyone. Please, let's hope it's working. My name is Ryan, and welcome to the Football Chatbox deadline stream. Dropping frames. Is this working now? Is it working? Hope it's working. I've tried to reduce the quality as well of the stream. I hope that works. Tin, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please tell me it's working. Hope it's working. Uh, all right. I think we are looking okay. Can hear you. Right, nice. Quite is good. Yes, Sam, welcome. Lupu, welcome. I think I lost 513 as well. He said he was working out or something. But how is everyone doing? I think I reduced the quality and obviously the stream link also changed. But I think we're looking good. Yes, things are looking better. The dropped frames are less than what it would be. Not bad, not fuzzy. All right, sweet. So, how is everyone doing? Hopefully everyone's having a good time. And hopefully the Sri Lanka points didn't harm as much. Unfortunately, I was at like a rank of like 100k and then 645k and then Sri Lanka lost, so I went to about 800k. So it was a tiny green arrow. Which was a shame because I basically played with 9 men because Toffolo did nothing and Osula just 1 point. So it is what it is. We move in. I'm gonna go into this week. Let me try and reduce the size of this. You guys can. I'm gonna go in with a team like this. We'll have to see whether Gordon, in terms of what happens to Gordon, we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully he will be fine. I don't know. We'll kind of see how things goes. Nice background red, yes indeed. We'll see how things goes in terms of Gordon. I most likely what I'm thinking is I keep him till I'll keep him for this week. If he doesn't play, he doesn't play. If he plays good, then I have him for game week 19 as well against Forest. If he doesn't play, then Branthwaite comes out. If he is in the squad and plays on the bench as well, maybe there's a chance for cameo appearance. I will take like an appearance off the bench as well. He can get something against Luton. It'd be nice because I want him at home against Forest as well. So I'm thinking about keeping him, but we'll have to kind of wait and see how things go. To be honest, it all depend. Um, I I could use the one free transfer. I would like to get Kulusevski if possible, but I think the Everton game might be slightly tough. I don't mind bringing Kulusevski in the Brighton midweek if Gordon is out for a longer term. But if Gordon is not out for a longer term, then I have 2 free transfers, and I could do one of those transfers of Toffolo out potentially to maybe a Pedro Porro as one option. Uh, we no, it doesn't even have to be Pedro Porro. It could be someone else as well. We'll see. Maybe I could also do Gabriel Jesus to Solanke or even go to Nkunku. So I'll have to see. Will Isaac start? Any news? No, nothing. So unfortunately, Newcastle are not going to get any Newcastle press conference for the deadline because of the Thursday deadline. So if you have Isaac, I probably might sell. That's what I'm thinking. Because more than Gordon, I think Isaac, on the other hand, it's a slightly more risky option because Wilson's also there. And after the Forest game, they have run of 3 tough games. I think you could probably even sell Isaac to. Don't have Solanke. I still think Solanke is a decent option, but you could also sell Isaac to even a Gabriel Jesus, even though he doesn't have a great fixture this week. Not a bad fixture after. Wilson or Solanke for next 2 game weeks. I would probably go for Solanke still. And if we think he gets, I don't know when he's going to get the double game week now against Luton. I wouldn't be surprised if the double comes later in the game week 20s and not early itself. So we'll have to kind of monitor that and see. But if you, let's say it comes in like game week 21 or something, then it will be nice to have Solanke for it. Will wildcard in game week 20. Ah, okay. then it doesn't matter to you. If you're going to wildcard in Game Week 20, then definitely Sri Lanka. Because 18 and 19 are good fixtures. You'd want Sri Lanka for these two. And then you wildcard, yeah, definitely. Definitely Sri Lanka. Because I was thinking like Wilson, Luton, and Forrest, no? The thing is, Sri Lanka will get more minutes than Wilson. So I would probably go for Sri Lanka. Just because of the minutes. Minutes wise, Callum Wilson's minutes, I don't know. Because if Isaac is somewhat semi fit, maybe Isaac gets like 20 to 30 minutes, I think. Probably. I'll try and find any news if I can, but there are so far no real news options. Let me also add a poll to see where you guys are going for captaincy. Because I'm very interested to know who people are captaining. And let me go other. Actually, no. There are a couple captaincy options, but I think I know where people are looking to go. I'll put a poll up. Let me know how you guys are thinking about captain. Right now, it's on Watkins. And I think it might remain on Watkins. I do like Huming Sun as well. Even though Everton have improved, he's at home for Spurs. And if you think Sun like maintains this score in every other week kind of situation, I don't mind it, to be honest. We're paying the big bucks for Huming Sun. Salah is also not a bad shout. I'll be honest about that. Salah is also not a bad shout. Gets one penalty against Arsenal, it will be a decent option. Watkins, on the other hand, I think the reason I'll probably end up with Watkins, even though his XG numbers are so poor, is just because Sheffield United defensively are still a bit weak, even though Chris Wilder is there. So that's the one main reason. Thanks, brother. No worries. Where are you guys going with wildcard? I'll be interested to know where people are actually going with wildcard. Why did the chat not refresh? I wonder. Oh, what happened to my background? Okay, there we go. It's back up. Sorry about that. So yeah, I think that's basically how it will look like. That displayed on a streaming video isn't updating. Yeah, I know. I've refreshed it now. There you go. So hopefully it picks it up. I think my internet is slightly patchy, so I think it should pick it up now. Though. You guys should be seeing it now. There we go. Now it's working the chat on the video. Alright, so that's basically how the teams are looking. Now I haven't unfortunately I'm on travel, and maybe I'll try and like do for the anyone who hasn't joined the Football Chatbox Mini League, do make sure to check it out. FPL Master has taken the #1 spot right now. Sanjay in #2. FPL Master had 75 points. Wow, what did he do? Jaden has gone to 3. Abdul Rahman has climbed 77 points. Abdul Rahman. Sheikh and Bake, Brett 5th. David on 6th. Nisarg 7th. Tom 8th. Badal 9th. And Will. Where is Will? Will is not here, unfortunately. 10th. Looking great. What did FPL Master do? Solanke out, Gabriel in. These are the kind of. That's the things you need. Those jammy bench points. Clean sheet straight in, so no points lost for him with Solanke problem. Abdul Rahman, on the other hand, 77. Livramento came in. Look at that. See, these are the jammy bench points. These guys are getting. Gotta love it. Well done, guys. Say Turner or Ariola? Probably. Let me see who Forest are playing again. Give me a second. Bournemouth, no? Play Ariola. Yeah, I'll play him. Although they're not keeping a clean sheet. I don't think both are keeping a clean sheet. I'll be honest. But if anything, West Ham have a slightly higher chance just because United struggled. I'll play Ariola if you had. because of the fact that United are struggling to score goals. So there is a chance that he keeps a clean sheet. Turner, on the other hand, not really. Bournemouth are still a very good attacking team. That's probably where I'm going to go. Anand, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. How's your day been? And also, people, if you are new or if you're here, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe as well. There's only one like right now on the video. 7 of you guys watching. Make sure to smash that like button, because that means the video will be shown to more people. So yeah, now in terms of captaincies, just trying to have a look and see where everyone's. I think Watkins is probably the popular option. See whether he ends up being the right option though. Would have been like if Sun was playing more centrally, I think I would have actually captained Sun. Tempt in the wave, how are you doing? Can you check my team? What transfers I do? 13th in the middle. Oh, 13th. Tempt in the wave is having a solid season. The Matthew one, right? Tempt in the wave. This one, right? Or is it the other one? The the Boomer. Can you tell me which one? I think Matthew, right? Matthew or Max? Um, this one, right? Alright, hopefully. Okay. Am I on the right path? Have I lost people? Is the internet gone? No, internet seems to be fine. Are we looking good? I think everyone's fine, right? Kinder. Okay, okay, let's get that up. Sorry about that. Yours is this team. Okay, so that's mean now I know who to tag. That goes back into the top 10. I didn't know who to tag before. Okay. Free hit. Unlucky with the Sri Lanka points, my friend. Unlucky, but I guess it kind of helped in the fact that you had Trent and Udogi as well. Now, I need to go back to your other team, your gameweek 16 team. Know what your team is this week. So, from this team, I'm assuming you need a forward, right? Now that you have kept, you kept Haaland, right? So you might as well just continue to keep Haaland. TPS Simicast will play. Actually, I might start cash and hope for the best. Honestly, so Gordon, honestly, I wouldn't know what to do. Gordon, if you want to keep him, you can keep him, or you can look to move him out. It depends on what you actually want to do. YouTube fixed the poll. Oh, sick! So you can finally see it on phone. Nice. It depends on what you want to do with Gordon. The rest of your midfield, I think. Do you have a wild card left? No, no. I think Martinelli and Luis Diaz are also players who slowly will have to move out. Not a problem. No, you don't have your wild card left. I probably might look. I'll keep. I don't even mind moving. Martinelli has good fixtures after, but I don't really like Martinelli as an option. You could even move Luis Diaz to like a Kulusevski or Richarlison if you wanted to. In defense, you can go and get Gabriel, but maybe not this week isn't the great option, but next week onwards will be good. Pedro Porro is also not a bad shout. It depends on what exactly you want to do. Am I losing frames? No, I'm not losing frames. Am I losing internet? No. Fine. So what do you want to do, Tempting the Wave? Choose three. Poro, Zinchenko, Cash, and Simikas. I would go Poro, Everton. Zinchenko, Cash, and Simikas. Um, let's go Cash because our Torres is out, right? Our Torres is out. That means Konsa will have to play the centre back spot. So Cash has a chance of playing. Those of you who have Matty Cash. Let's go Poro and Cash. And between Zinchenko and Simikas, let's go Zinchenko. Because if it ends up becoming like, if Arsenal do keep a clean sheet, then Zinchenko has a high chance of getting bonus points. So Poro, Zinchenko, and Cash. That I'm leaning towards. What do you think, Sam? Or do you want to start Simikas? That's the question. Shubharan, how are you doing? Apologies for joining late. Can we do team reviews? Yes, you can do team reviews. Don't worry about joining late. I myself had like stream issues, so I had to like end the stream and start again. But yes, we can do team reviews. Where is your team? Here we go. 29, 74 points. Whew, fire. Look at those moves. The cells coming in. Man, you guys are all having bench points coming on. I had like a 1 point a bench. So sad. Um, alright. What is the play here? What are you planning on doing? I think the team looks good for this week as well. Do you really need to do any moves? Or do you just want to roll? I guess your question is about Gordon. Planner, how are you doing? Flying solo here? Yes, indeed. I am flying solo with slightly patchy internet. But I think what will happen is when we get closer, now guys, FPL IQ will be streaming in a little while. So when they start streaming, we'll probably move the chat over towards them. And then you guys can ask the likes of Planner, FPL Teacher, and FPL Hall any team questions and everything later as well. It's at Anfield making me confused. So I think Poro, not Pedro Poro. Ash, I think, might play because of the fact that Pau Torres is injured and Konsa will have to play that centre back spot, right? Do we think anyone else will play? No, right? So if Konsa is going to play that centre back spot, then Cash will probably play right back. But we'll have to wait and see. And then between Zinchenko and Simikas, it's a coin flip to be honest. If you think Simikas is going to get attacking returns, then I'll just do it. I think both defenders are going to lose their clean sheet. I have a feeling both defenders might lose their clean sheet. So yeah, one free transfer. Yes, 29th in the Premier League. I think this is your team that I've got up, Shubharan, if I'm not mistaken. What do you want to do, Shubharan? Because you can probably even roll, even though Gordon is like there in the team and Gordon is uncertain. I'm planning on keeping Gordon. I think you have a bench that's decent enough to come on in case Gordon doesn't play. Or you can move Gordon out as well. That's up to you. Without Kamara, the team becomes a bit one-sided. Fair enough. So how do we expect Aston Villa to line up? Question. But yeah, we'll see how things go. I think this team should be fine for this week. I don't mind going into game week 19 for you with 2 free transfers. Now, game week 19, guys, is a midweek fixture. Keep that in mind as well. Christmas Eve. So, those of you who I would recommend to everyone, game week 19, to set your bus team as soon as the game week 18 deadline is like done and you have access to the game. Set your bus teams because there's a high chance people can miss the deadline on game week 19 with all the Christmas festivities and whatnot. I could roll thinking if Konsa, Luka Dean, Villa defense instead of Simicas as thoughts. Ah, I don't mind that. Luka Dean, I'm worried with Luka Dean that he'll rotate with Moreno. Like Alex Moreno is back, so Luka Dean could rotate with that option. So I don't mind Konsa instead. If you want to go there, he might be a slightly more reliable option minutes wise. Luka Dean could get rotation to Villa defense. So I don't mind it, to be honest. But who would you move out? Who are you looking to move out? Who would you move? Taylor? Or is there someone else you're moving? Lascelles maybe? Or what's the plan? Who do you want to remove for defense? FPL Maze, Mira, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's things going? Hope everything is going well. Um, I was thinking of moving Simicas or Lascelles out. Ah, Lascelles I would keep for 2 more weeks. I think with Shah out for the moment, these are two good fixtures for potential clean sheets. Simicas, on the other hand, Burnley is a good fixture for Simicas, to be honest. Burnley and potentially Bournemouth. Robertson will be most likely coming somewhere around game week 24, is it? So Robertson will potentially be back for this stretch, right? You have another 2 game weeks from Simicas at least of good fixtures. Uh, who else? You have Gabriel who's going to have good fixtures now. I think you probably, if you're looking to move, then it's more Simicas than Lascelles for the moment. However, depending on the status of Fabian Shah, after game week 20, Lascelles could also be someone to move out. I think maybe you move Simicas for the moment. If you're thinking of doing that. How good on this side, horrified we have another 5:30 am deadline. I'm ready to part with Diaz this week. Yeah, it is a 5:30 am deadline, but where I am at, it's going to be a midnight deadline for me. But then the problem is I'm going to be attending a wedding today, so I won't even have time to look at the deadline. I'll have to like in the middle of the time just check and see. Alright, but yeah. Who are you moving, Mira? On the other hand, Diaz. Who are you moving Diaz to? It's a shame the Diaz move didn't work out. The fixtures were there, it just didn't work out, sadly. Who do you plan on moving Luis Diaz to? Is the question. There are a few interesting midfielders. Are you going for the Spurs boys or is there anyone else you're looking to get? Should I start Thiago Silva or put Gabriel? Start Thiago Silva. I would start Thiago Silva. It's against Wolves, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Start Thiago Silva. Slightly higher. That sucks. Oh well. I didn't plan on making any transfers this week, anyways. I want to go into game week 19 with 2 free transfers. I think Gordon is the only problem in my team, and I am all right to. He doesn't play. He doesn't play. Then Branthwaite comes on against Spurs. Who knows? Maybe Branthwaite keeps a clean sheet with Spurs not scoring. We'll see. If Gordon comes off the bench as well, I honestly don't mind. So I'll go into game week 19 with 2 free transfers and then reassess what I need to do. Whether I need to bring Haaland back or whether I move Toffolo out to certain Pedro Porro, maybe potentially. So we'll see. I'm still thinking what to do. Or even if I move Solanke to, or even Osula to Gabriel Jesus. We'll see. We'll see. I'm still thinking what exactly to do with the team. Yes, to Bowen or to Richa at the moment. I went and sold Bowen last week for Huming Sun. I wish I didn't do that now because I lost out on 10 points there, right? From that move because Bowen got 8, Sun got 2 pointers, but then I eventually did a hit as well in my 2 transfers. So about 10 points lost there. Solanke didn't play, which was even worse. Actually, the transfers I did last week just came back even further. I wish I just didn't touch my team. But now I'm just gonna not touch my team. I'm just gonna leave it and hope for the best. Um, we'll see. But is there a risk of rotation for Thiago Silva? Not really. I think Chelsea have too much of an injury crisis in defense that risk of rotation at the moment might not be a problem for you. Because who's going to play in defense? Thiago Silva, Disasi, Adiashil, and then on the fullbacks they'll have Gusto and Colville, right? Or yeah, that'll probably be the case, right? Unless they play Adiashil and Disasi. I don't think that'll be too much of a worry for rotation. Thiago Silva has played like almost every single game for Chelsea, except for the Everton game, in which was he suspended? No, he wasn't suspended, right? Yeah. So apart from that one game, he's played every single game. I wouldn't be worried about Thiago Silva when it comes to minutes and rotation. He's one of Chelsea's more important key players for them. I'm not going to be too worried about that. I saw Gordon for Sun last week. I ended up with -8 loss with my chances with Solanke point. I know. I don't know why they had to do that. I wish they just kept Solanke as like 6 points, right? Because I think a lot of people actually benefited from Solanke not playing. I saw my live FPL 3 subs, I was like 700k. 4 subs, I went down to 800k. There were quite a few managers who actually benefited from Solanke not playing compared to Solanke playing. Any Haaland return news? There was a photo posted by Manchester City showing him training, but then later was deleted. For me, my plan is still to get Haaland in game week 20 and not game week 19. I think Everton will put up a decent fight where it will, even though Haaland starts, I'm not expecting too much of damage from Haaland. So I'm willing to wait till game week 20 and get Haaland back in. Now, this is something I forgot that I had to think about is team value and team value associated with Heung-min Son and Mohamed Salah. Now, I don't really have too much value stored up in Son, only 0.2, which I don't mind losing. Salah, on the other hand, I have zero point 0.4 team value stored up. So, as much as we would like to go, maybe you sell both Salah and Son, it might not be easy to get them back in. The problem. So, I might potentially, even during AFCON, potentially keep Salah, but I will probably sell Son and switch to a 3-4-3 formation, is what I'm thinking for the moment. So we'll have to see. So Haaland will come back in game week 20. I think game week 20 Sun plays Spurs. So I have to try and get to game week 20 with 2 free transfers in stock so that I can keep both Salah and Sun and Haaland and as well. Game week 20. And then 21 move Sun out, keep Salah. and try and switch to a 3-4-3 formation in 21 where I do two transfers. Sun goes down to a cheap midfielder and then I upgrade my third striker. Oh, actually, I upgrade Osila to a Haaland in game week 20. But we'll have to see. I don't know. I haven't thought this through properly. Maybe some injury happens and then I'm forced to do something else. I don't know. I have to think about it because I don't really want to sell Salah and then lose so much team value on him. Will Thiago Silva play 100% and will Lascelles play? Lascelles will play because they like. I don't think Newcastle will play Kraft and Shaw is out. So Lascelles will play, right? And he is their captain, so I don't see why he won't play as well. So you don't have to worry about Lascelles. Thiago Silva, I still think will play as well. I don't why he wouldn't play for the moment, unless there was some team news that I missed with regards to him. But I don't think so. With Tsimikas playing 70 odd minutes in the FA Cup, benching against Arsenal, Burnley coming. He did 70, right? Who are they going to bench? No, Tsimikas is not going to get benched against Arsenal. There's no chance that Klopp goes and plays good Joe Gomez again. Surely not. The way Joe Gomez has been playing, I don't think Klopp will want to risk it against Arsenal. Against Burnley, though, that might be a slightly different story. That I don't know. But I don't think you'll risk it against Arsenal. At least that's what I'm thinking. Is Petrovic a good keeper to replace Sanchez for long term? How long is Sanchez going to be out for? Do we know? Do you have a good second keeper, Monster? If you have a good second keeper, then maybe. Because if Petrovic is like going to lose his spot again after like a month or two, he's been playing well. So for the moment, he's a decent option to go and get. I wouldn't say no. Especially for those of you who have a wildcard and can wildcard him in, don't mind it. How much is he? 4 point. Oh, he's 4.5. I don't mind it until like game week 24. When is Sanchez out for? Do we know how long? 3rd of Feb. When is 3rd of Feb? Okay, so 22 is 24. Okay, game week 23 he's expected to be back. So Petrovic might be like a this 4 game week stretch. Good. If you have a second keeper who can come in, then I don't mind it. You have Neto, but I will wildcard. Okay, so then you're fine. If you have a wildcard, then you should be fine. When you mean wildcard, are you talking second wildcard or first wildcard? Simikas or Gabriel? We try to play upside, probably Simikas. If you want like, okay, see here's the thing. Simikas has a slightly higher ceiling, but a lower floor, and Gabriel has a slightly higher floor, but a lower ceiling, if that makes sense to you. Simikas can potentially get more points than Gabriel, but on the base level, Gabriel could potentially get more than Simikas. Because Arsenal's defense is slightly better than Liverpool defense. But then again, it is at Anfield, and I don't think Liverpool are going to let there be a. Well, they are definitely hurting after the United game. We can see from Klopp's comments that he's still bitter about it. So they're going to go into this Arsenal game and actually put up a good fight. I don't think Liverpool might actually win this game, to be honest. So probably Simikas. I just don't see both teams keeping a clean sheet. First wildcard. Okay, so that means you have to play. You have to play your wildcard in game week 20, right? The latest you can play your wildcard is game week 20. That means you're talking about a 2 game week punt. The 2 game week punt, I don't mind Petrovic at all. Completely fine with that move. 2 game weeks. My defense is Konsa, Silva, and Lascelles. Simikas and Gabriel bench. Okay, so you have a pretty good bench. You'll be fine, Monster. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's actually a good defense. You're not. The fact that you can bench both Simikas and Gabriel means you have a pretty good defense. I, on the other hand, I'm starting the 2 for the moment. Maybe I should have just done a move in defense. I should just like move Toffolo out to Pedro Porro. Get Pedro Porro in. Do you guys think I should just do that? get Porro in this week and start him over Gabriel. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should do that, or is it wiser to try and keep the free transfer? Joe Pedro differential? Maybe, but you're always going to be worried about minutes with Brighton. And Gordon keeper sell. I am keeping because if he is fit, here's the thing: Newcastle don't have too many options on that left wing spot. I'm keeping Gordon because if he's fit, and even if he plays on the bench, I'm fine this week because I would like to have him at home against Forest. Right? Because if he starts on the bench this week and comes on for a couple of minutes, it's fine. Home against Forest, which means he will start. That's a good fixture. I don't mind it at all. So I'm keeping. Depends on people's like team situation. Poro is a must. Yeah, that's the thing. So I don't know. Maybe I do Toffolo to Poro for that one free transfer. But then if I do that, right? If I do Toffolo to Pedro Poro, he's in rising in price every single day. Then next week I'll have to save my transfer. Yeah, I could actually do. I could do Toffolo to Poro and start Poro over Gabriel this week. And if Gordon doesn't play, then I have Gabriel coming off the bench, worst case. That might be a move, actually. Might actually be a move. Let me take a screenshot of this team, send it over to the FPL IQ boys, and see whether they can give me some feedback. Uh, do you think Gordon plays? If yes, then Poro is a good long-term move. I won't be. I don't mind testing and keeping Gordon. If he doesn't play, then Gabriel comes off for me. If I do the Poro move, what do you guys think? Do you think I should just go get Toffolo out, get Poro in, start Poro? What to do with my team now? Tell me where your team is in the mini league 5-3, and I'll bring it up. Um, 4th in the league. Salah and Son out from gameweek 20. On my wildcard thoughts on it. Okay. On a wildcard, I don't mind it. Thing is, I am keeping Salah potentially. I don't know. I haven't decided it full. It's just because it depends on when you got Salah. I have too much team value associated with Salah that if I sell Salah, getting him back is going to be pretty hard if he doesn't fall in price. He might fall in price once. I need to kind of see because if he falls in price, I need to check if it affects my selling value. Because if he falls in price once, maybe I can afford it. If he falls twice, then maybe it would be better to sell. So I kind of have to wait and see how I approach the Salah thing. But for if you have a wildcard, I don't mind. What I would do is depends on because a lot of people have either value stored on Sun or a lot have value stored on Salah. So it depends on how you want to. If you don't have value stored on either, then it's probably a clear sell. The way Liverpool are playing, I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal wins 2-1, 1-0. Fair enough. Then should I start Gabriel over Smikas? Uh, that's the thing. Alright. Alright, let's get 513's team up. Give me a second. Should I get keeper for -4? I have Neto and Sanchez injured. Ooh, you have wait, Neto is injured? What? Was he? He's not injured. You have Neto. Neto should be fine. He's not flagged at all. Neto is not injured for you. You should be fine. You should be completely fine with Neto. You don't have to do a -4 for the keeper then. You have Neto. Sanchez is a problem, yes, but you can fix that on your wildcard. Alright, 513. What is the plan for this week? Oh, you have Brennan Johnson and Isaac. Okay, Isaac. I think you sell Isaac, right? You sell Isaac for Watkins. Do Isaac to Watkins. Do you have the money to do Isaac to Watkins? Please tell me you do. And then probably Brennan Johnson out to Leon Bay if you want to. That is an option, Leon Bay or Richarlison. Depends on your finances. I don't think you can go to Richarlison if you go Watkins as well. Can you let me know? Isaac to Watkins and then tell me how much money you have. Nick, welcome. How are you doing? I'm thinking Kabore to Pau Torres. Pau Torres is out. Pau Torres is out. Don't go for Pau Torres. He's not going to be available this week and he's not going to be playing this week, according to his teammate Douglas Ruiz. And Isaac to Solanke or Nkunku. Oh, Solanke, I don't mind. No, just Sanchez. Okay. Who is your other keeper monster? You have Sanchez and Neto, right, as goalkeepers? Then don't do a -4 because you just play Neto instead. Not enough money, 0.7 left, one free transfer. So if you do Isaac to Watkins, how much money do you need to free up? I'd go Cole Palmer there in my opinion. Oh, he doesn't have Cole Palmer, no? Yes, I would go Brennan Johnson to Cole Palmer. But you still won't have enough money to get in Watkins, right? Isaac to Watkins. Yeah. Then don't do a -4. Gordon replacements. Okay, Gordon replacements for those who don't have Cole Palmer, still Cole Palmer, right? Leon Bay is another decent option, I would say. Richarlison. If you have the money to be able to go to Kulusevski also, I don't mind it. Uh, and then in your case, Monster, you have your wildcard, right? Because you have your wildcard in gameweek 20. You can Gordon confirmed out? No, Gordon is not confirmed out. No. Not confirmed. We don't know. We're just speculating. Because Monster, you have a 2 game week punt. You could go for one of the Spurs lads, or you could go for who is the 2 game weeks that you can buy. Um, so Palmer, Tavernier maybe from Bournemouth. I would have loved to have kept Gordon, but we'll see out. Richarlison or Kulusevski for 2 game weeks. Those are your options. 2 game weeks because you have your wildcard. I'm thinking of going for Sun. I don't mind it. Still think it's a decent option. Who are you selling? Adenji. Who are you selling? How are you doing? Good to be here. I am doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? And who do you plan on selling? Is the question. And this is obviously 513 Steve as well. So you were 0.5 out. How much is Cole Palmer right now? Cole Palmer is 5.4. No, 5.6. You could do Anthony Gordon if you were to sell him. Do 5.9. Still not enough, no? You? So the other option is 0.1 million short. You mean if you do Brennan Johnson to Cole Palmer, are you point 0.1 short or Brennan Johnson to Cole Palmer, or is it Gordon to Cole Palmer? Any latest news on Gordon? No, not really. The only thing we know is that he took a hit, and we're speculating if he might be benched. We're not really sure. Gordon replacements: Palmer, Leon Bay, Huang. If you want to force a wild card, yeah, I probably wouldn't go for Huang though. Tavernier, yes, that's not bad. AWP. Oh. Oh, and anyone who has still their wildcard one, still have your first wildcard. I would also potentially add Kudus to that option. Heard Douglas Lewis posted on his Twitch that Power is not fit. Yes, Douglas Lewis did mention that Power Torres is not fit. So Power Torres probably won't play this week. Gordon Isaac to Watkins and Palmer. Ah, 0.1 shot on that. Hmm. I don't know if you want to do a -8 just yet. Probably not. Probably not. I don't think you'd want to do a -8. Because if you did a -8, it would be Watkins, Cole Palmer, and how much is Johnson again? 5.8. Leon Bay is probably what I'm thinking. Gordon Alpha Richarlison -4. Oh, you could do it. There's a reason why I'm not moving for Spurs attack just yet is because I think the Everton game is going to be hard. So I wouldn't mind going for the Spurs players next week. I just think the potential for high scores in the Everton Spurs game this week is not as available. Kudus is going to AFCON soon, so I won't recommend him. Yeah, yeah. So Kudus is only if you have like a wildcard one still available and you're willing to play it in gameweek 20. Um, I don't mind, but like I think if Gordon is available, then you would want him against Forest. So it's a tough one to say. It depends on whether you want to take it or not. It also depends on your bench. Monster, you have a decent bench, right? So I think you should be fine anyways. Not a necessary hit. I'm okay with the -8. So your -8 513 could be the Watkins in, Palmer in, and Leon Bay for 5.6. Unless there's another, who will recommend Martinelli replacement? Martinelli, you have Richarlison, you have Bowen, you have a Palmer, uh, Leon Bay is also still not bad. You have Kulusevski, if you can go slightly up, I think is the price for Kulusevski. Um, and next week, you potentially have Foden as well from next week onwards, or like midweek onwards, right? There are a couple options for Martinelli soon. I took a -4 to bring in Martinez. Martinez, as in the Aston Villa goalkeeper Martinez. You have Bowen. Okay, so if you have Bowen, Richarlison, you can go for Richarlison if you want to. Any uncommon picks for this week? Uncommon pick. It's a very interesting question. Leon Bay, I still think is a very differential pick. This one. I don't know if Alex Moreno is going to play or not. Because if Moreno was playing, he's a decent option as well. Uh, I'm not going to recommend Andres Pereira, but Andres Pereira is very tempting. Kudus still short term, only for suggestion, only for people who still have the first wild card. Too many injury problems here, so won't go. Tavernier from Bournemouth. Potential punt. Kulusevski, Spurs. Gabriel Jesus is still good from Arsenal. Malo Gusto from Chelsea. Malo Gusto. How much is Malo Gusto now? 4.2? 4.2? 4.1. Malo Gusto. Erling also maybe potentially. Gordon will probably be the last one of the three players, Isak, Chance, and Gordon, that I transfer, in my opinion. Yes, yes. If you can keep Gordon, I would try and keep Gordon. That's the thing. The problem with Bay is is he going to start? That's going to be a problem. You're going to have with Bay. It's like, yeah, the rotation is a problem because even if he starts this week, it's not guaranteed to start next week. So that's the one problem with Leon Bay and Diaby. So that's an issue. Yes, I do agree with that. Yeah, ideally, I would like to go for players who are better with minutes, if possible.
For now.
All right. Any other questions? What about replacing Simicas for 4.4 defender? You could do that, actually. That's also not too bad. What do you think about Lucadina and Moreno? Who gets to start at start and minutes risk? I think both are starts and minute risk. Uh, Maybe Lucadine might actually start. Lucadine, I won't be surprised if Lucadine starts the United game. He's defensively slightly better than Moreno. Moreno is slightly a more attacking option, but defensively not as great. So I won't be surprised if Moreno plays this game and Luca Dean plays the next game. But if it happens vice versa, also I won't be surprised. I think they're just both like a minutes risk in general. All right. Any other further questions? Because I think we'll slowly come towards ending it today, and then I will transfer you guys over to the FPL IQ lads who are streaming right now from FPL IQ. You guys go into the FPL IQ chat and tell you're here from the football chat box. Um, and I'll share the stream for that as well soon after we finish our final set of questions. The 4.4 million defender basically has to be Dan Burn then. Yes, yes. Unless you want to risk it on Malo Gusto at 4.1. That's a risk though, I'm telling you now. But I don't mind the risk. I think there's upside because of the whole injury situation at Chelsea's defense. But I will tell it is a risk, yes. Tennessee, Everton. Everton defender Branthwaite is still pretty good. Tennessee, it's a 2 week punt. Dan Burn, yes, Dan Burn is probably your option right now. So yeah. All right. Any final questions? If not, I think we'll call it an end. I kind of had to start getting ready as well. Can you have a look at my team quickly before you're done? Yes, I can. Nick, tell me where you are in the league link. Nick, I can bring your team up. But yes. Oh, here your team. I found your team. Here we go. Here we go. All right. This is Nick's team. 4 points. Sick. So you were planning on removing Guehi, right, Nick? Wasn't that the plan? That's what you mentioned in Discord as well. and potentially keeping Gordon, but Trippier will start, right, over Guehi. So what do you want to do? Yeah, Diego Carlos. Ooh, no, probably not 5-1-3. What is Diego Carlos' minutes like? Have a look. Nick, what's the plan? Let me know. And while you're deciding that, I will quickly go and check Diego Carlos minutes like what situation. Oh, he has played minutes. Okay, okay, I take my word back. Diego Carlos is not too bad for minutes. Yep, yep, yep. I don't mind it. 5-1-3. I don't mind it. Diego Carlos is not a bad shot. Looking at the minutes, he should be fine, no? Yeah, he looks like he'll be fine. Yeah. Yep, you can go Diego Carlos if you wanted to, now that you mentioned it. And Nick, what is your plan? Yeah, thinking if there are any better options. Yeah, indeed. So Diego Carlos is not a bad shot, 5-1-3. A toss-up between the Guehi for Kolmivu or Diaby for Richarlison. Trippier will start, Potter will start, Gabriel will start. You do Guehi to Colville, then you bench Gabriel. You Diaby to Richarlison. Probably, I think Diaby to Richarlison at this point. And just play Gabriel. It's not a bad defender to have Gabriel. I think the thing with Diaby to Richarlison is get a Spurs defender that's going to be playing for the next couple of weeks at least. But it's Sheffield United. Not there. What has the more upside? And you have Gordon as well. Okay, just because you have Gordon as well, you probably do the Guehi to Colville move. Because if Gordon doesn't play any minute at all, at least then you have Gabriel coming off the bench. Compared to if you did Diaby to Richarlison, you would have Guehi coming off the bench. Gordon doesn't play at all. So maybe Guehi to Colville? Final captain choice. Can we also see who the majority have gone for captain this week? Yes. My final captaincy choice will probably be Watkins. Based on the poll, also, it seems like a lot of people are going Watkins. I will try and bring up the Fantasy Football Scouts captaincy thing as well to show you guys who everyone's going for in terms of that. If I was to slightly bring this up here, can you guys see the captaincy poll here? A lot of people are going with Watkins. That 58.36% is Watkins, by the way. There you go. Question from friend. Play Saliba or Sufal? Hmm. Play Sufal. United's attack isn't as great compared to Liverpool's attack. Probably Sufal. Yeah, probably Sufal. Burn over Diego Carlos in my opinion. Undiscerned Gordon was Bay. Yeah, I probably still go Dan Burn over Diego Carlos. Newcastle are still a better defensive option than Villa. Although Newcastle's defense, they have 3 game weeks of tough fixtures, but then after that the fixtures get good as well. So you can keep Dan Burn for a long term. Just have to kind of bench him for 2 to 3 games. Gordon versus Leon Bay, that's the only problem. Guardiola to Robinson, a good move. Not a bad move. I think there are slightly better moves now. But I think there are slightly better moves at the moment compared to uh, the moves you can do now itself. I just think there's slightly better moves. I should say this in another way: Simicast plus Bay versus Burn plus Gordon. Oh, I would lean towards Simicas plus Leon Bailey potentially. What do you guys think? For the moment, at least. Just because of Gordon's uncertainty. But yeah, up to you guys. Um, yeah, Senesi is also 4.4 million, but it's only 2 game weeks so that's left for for Bournemouth, and then the fixtures get slightly tough after that as well. So Nick, where do you think you'll end up with? Or still wondering on what to do with Diaby versus Richarlison? And this is also my team. I don't think anything will change, to be honest. I'll probably still play Gordon. The one thing that could change, right, is Toffolo moves to Pedro Porro, and I start Pedro Porro over Gabriel. That's the one move that could change for me. Toffolo moves Pedro Porro, start Pedro Porro over Gabriel. Gabriel goes to first sub, and if Gordon doesn't play, Gabriel comes off the bench. That is probably where I am thinking. So let me know what you guys think. Burn plus Gordon. Yeah, seems like, yeah, 50. It's probably a 50-50. Who should I bring in for Guardiola? Do you have an Arsenal defender? You don't have an Arsenal defender, then Arsenal defense. Uh, Newcastle defense like Dan Burn is still not a bad shout. Who else? Let me get the fixture up. Chelsea defense, I still think is decent for 4 game weeks. Chelsea defense. Um, Pedro Porro potentially as well. Another decent option. Um, and then you have your Aston Villa defense as well. So, like 513 mentioned, Diego Carlos potentially. Konza is another option. Those are 2 options you can go for. Not as attacking, but yeah. Aaron Porro is like Trippier, yes, but just cheaper. That's basically it. I would agree, yeah. I think I'm gonna go with Guehi for Colville. This will leave me with 0 in the bank. Fair enough. It is what it is. Yeah, so I think I might eventually do that Porro move potentially. Konsa 0.1 more expensive for you. Then go for Diego Carlos in that specific. What about Konsa? If you can go for Konsa, I don't mind it as well. I don't mind it as well because with the Pau Torres injury, not a bad shot for Konsa. Plays, right? Look at this. Still plays. Plays at least 60 minutes when he plays. So I still like Konsa as an option. Anyone who wants to go there. 4.5 million. Alright, final questions. And guys, hit that like button, subscribe as well while you're new. Tell your friends as well about the channel so that we can try and get more subscribers. And then any final questions? If not, I will redirect you all, or I'll put the link in here for the FPL IQ guys. Go and tell them you're from the football chat box. And they are also going to be answering questions at the near the stream. They'll answer team reviews. I think they're doing like a slightly deadline stream slash normal stream type style. So go do check them out. Where are you now, Ryan? I am somewhere in South Asia. Um, I've come for a friend's wedding. but I'm only here for like a short time. Then I'm going to another country and then flying about. So a bit of flying about before I get back to Australia in like the first week of Jan. All right, I think we'll end it here, right? So I'm just gonna put the that's the FPL IQ stream. Never heard of that place, but have fun. I'll tell you guys the countries when I come back from Australia. Um, that's the link of the FPL IQ lads. So make sure to go check them out. Tell them you're from the football chat box. And tell them that I sent you over. But yeah, I think we'll end it there. This is my team, and like I said, the Porro move is probably the one thing that would change if I was to do it. I think captaincy will remain on Watkins. Maybe I'll just keep vice captaincy on Salah, to be honest. And this will be the rest of the team. Yeah. So let me know what you guys think. But thank you to everyone. 513, to Nick, to Adenji, to Munbar, Sam, Shubharan, Tin, Monster, uh, Ian, Buhin, FPL Mez, Tempting the Wave, everyone else who joined as well, and everyone who liked. Make sure to go and check out FPL IQ. Tell them you're from the football chat box, and I will see you all. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you all for watching, and have a good Christmas. Enjoy the holidays, and I'll see you all soon. Yeah.